Hi everyone, it's Rebecca here with Tuesday afternoons. I'm here, I'm listening, Facebook Live. And today I wanted to talk to you about using or understanding the eating disorder as a coping strategy. Now, it's something that's come up for me with clients recently, but also with carers of clients, helping them understand. Yeah, that's it. Help them to understand what's going on, because it can, from the outside, when you're looking at this, and even for those that are struggling themselves, it's kind of trying to get a grip on why we're doing this, why they're doing this. So if we kind of take it back a bit, this is what I see. And I've talked about this before, and you might have read it in blogs and certainly in our book, where we've talked about we can't fix a feeling. Our thought feeling is connected. It's almost like the either side of the same coin. So we have a thought, we have a feeling, and then what happens then is we usually do something, or we act it out in a way. And this is going on all the time. And when we see that we have a feeling that we don't like, and this is anything, it tends to be, we're accepting and appreciative of all the happy feelings that we get, and we kind of don't want those to change. But we've kind of been brought up in a world where those feelings, those are bad feelings, and we don't want to feel those feelings. Now, some of those can be just general things, can be feelings of anger or sadness. Sometimes they're grief. Sometimes, they can be a result of all sorts of, quite severe, extreme things. And what we're doing is we get that feeling, and we don't want to have that feeling. So we will do anything to not feel that feeling. Does that make sense? And that's where we start putting in strategies, if you like, to numb or to soothe or to forget those feelings, to push them away. Don't want those feelings, so I will do whatever I need to do to not feel those feelings. And on one level, that makes sense, doesn't it? And we're all doing it to one extent or another. And then what we find is that more that we are doing this thing to try and not feel that thing, that in itself then becomes the issue. That becomes the addiction or the problem that we're then left with. The original feeling might well have gone away, might well have passed. And what we're left with then is this, whatever it was we put in place to take us away from that original feeling. And I'm sure you can see that in showing up in your life somehow. So this is what we're then dealing with, is how do I stop doing that thing that started life as a coping strategy? And what I tend to do with people when I'm talking with them is not get involved in all of that content, because quite honestly, the answer isn't going to be found there. What I do is take them, what I say, upstream, which is to the source of our experience, to an understanding of what's going on. And this is what I tend to say, is that we can't fix a feeling. We can only feel a feeling. And the feeling itself is harmless. Okay? It's like the other week I was doing a talk, and I always get nervous before doing talks. And it's really quite a visceral feeling I get. And there's part of me that's wanting to take me away from that feeling. So don't do it, cancel it, do whatever gosh, what if you just told them a lie and said you couldn't do it? And then now these days, I know that that's just a feeling. I don't need to act on it. There's absolutely no need to act on that feeling that I've got. And it's the same with an eating disorder. It's the same with any other issue, anxiety that we've got going on right now. is that we don't need to fix anything. We can't fix a feeling. And the feeling can be felt, and like our thoughts, feelings come and go. They're not stationary, hanging over us. They're always in flux. There's always movement going through. And when we see this, that actually, sure, we may feel uncomfortable for a while, but you know what it's like to feel uncomfortable, and it's okay. And when we can do this, the coping strategy that we put in place doesn't need to be there any longer. And it can pass. And it can be done simply. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you've seen something in that for you, relating to whatever it is you're going through right now. Don't hesitate to come back to me. Leave some questions or get in touch. You can drop us an email at hello@recoveryfromwithin.life. And we're always here to help you on your journey to recovery. I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.